We're back. We are back. Miz in the midday on a special bright day. The sun is glowing on Giants Nation. The New York Giants are back. Jim Harbaugh, one of the best in the biz, the 24th head coach of the New York Football Giants, and the Giants did it in a big way. They let the nation know that we want him. We're going to go take him out of Baltimore, and he's going to be ours on the day we bring him in. No little Titans. The Atlanta Falcons can go look in another direction. Man, this is a special day. This is the happiest, most exciting this fan base has been in a decade, since the day we let Coughlin go. And it's funny how things circle around. You brought Eli and Coughlin back the same way. You brought them together the same way you brought Harbaugh and Dart together. Man, it's amazing. It's a mirror image. The Giants are loaded with young talent, and now they have a real coach, a discipline, a guy that could put a program together, a man that's going to preach physical toughness and give these guys a hell of a summer, because I heard the camps he's ran in Baltimore were like no others in the league. And that's what this young, talented team needs, a hardcore camp, a military style, implement a toughness, mental toughness to finish games in the fourth quarter. You Raven fans act like you're happy that he's gone. You're trying to cover up your wounds, brothers. You sat in green grass for how many years? Over a decade. You had plenty of great green grass years, and you think the grass is greener on the other side? Cool. We'll see. We've been stuck in mud for a decade. And Mara went right down there and stole your cookies. So you're going to act like you're happy he's gone? We're going to find out. You think the grass is greener on the other side? Let's see. Because you're in a spot you've never been in. The unknown of what type of coach is coming in. And the New York Football Giants know exactly what they found. They found a diamond. They found their guy. They found a guy who's going to lead the Giants back to their fifth Lombardi. You watch him and Dart and this feisty young defense. You're throwing the neighbors a scatterbo. They're going to get healthy. We're going to add more. Man, I'm stoked. I can't wait. I can't wait. For the first time, an off-season's going to be electric. For the first time, you can look forward to next year and wear your Giants gear and be proud of it with pride and not hide it. Not have people smirk at you. This morning, I went into the gym fully loaded with Giants gear, and everyone was raving about the Giants. Dolphin fans, Steeler fans, even the Jet fans, they're just broken over this. But we're not going to get into that. We're standing on top of the world, and there's no reason not to stand on top of that mountain and shout, "We're back! We are back!" And I'm looking forward to this guy implementing physical defense, tough team. I want the things he had in Baltimore. Man, a tough physical team, a beast of a defense, a ground running game, some I formation, a fullback with Scatterbo and Tracy. Imagine that. Double tight end. And let me tell you something. When you looked at the schedule in August and you saw the Ravens, you had to circle that day. Because it was like, oh, shit, we got to go into Baltimore. Especially if it was late in the season. A physical, beat the crap out of you, blue-collar team that nobody enjoyed going into face in their home. And I expect that's going to be the New York Giants again, like it was in the 80s and 90s. A la 2000 in the NFC Championship game. A stadium shaking and a defense foaming at the mouth. A ground game in cold weather that punched you in the lips like when we had Bradshaw and Jacobs. I'm expecting all of it. I can't wait. I'm excited, man. Hats off to Tish. Hats off to Chris Mara for going out of their way. Tom Coughlin, Brian Dable for being a class act and reaching out to Harbaugh. Dart and some of the players that are around the building. But most of all, I gotta give 2 cookies. One goes to Joe Shane. People poo-pooed and crapped on this guy, and they didn't like the things he's done. But around the league, the rumors are that he's a well-respected GM, and a lot of people across the league like him. And it turned out Harbaugh was good with him too. And he did everything to go out of his way to bring Harbaugh in, even if it meant giving up part of his job. And it takes a real man to check his ego at the door as a GM and say, here, I'm going to give you the keys and allow you to help me draft players for you. Tip my cap to Joe Shane on that. Adjusting for the better of the franchise. And the number one to my owner, our owner, John Mara, who went out of his way to make the call while he's sick battling cancer, to go get this guy and fly him personally into Giants Stadium or the facility and make sure he didn't leave till like 10 at night. He didn't leave without a handshake and a deal done. And I gotta love you, John Mara, for that. He understands the temperature. He understood the suffering of this fan base, and he really cares. He wants to win. And I'm gonna make a prayer for John Mara. May you get healthy. May you win this battle over your illness and get to hang around as the Giants climb the mountain back to number 5. And may your face be stamped all over it. Amen. Miz in the midday.